Hey folks, very short video. Why do I side with cryptocurrency? So, the reason why, that statement on the dollar bill is why. What does that say? Anut Kopatis. I don't know what it says. Currency doesn't even belong to the proper God. It says, in God we trust. One. I was even looking at the seal over the ego, which is I don't know, there's just things I look at and I'm like, oh, wait a minute here. So I have that same seal. This is the mandala, flower of life is what we call it, or the seal of protection. That's the whole new age thingy majiggy. And it's in a, organite gemstone. So when you pay attention to these things, it makes perfect sense. The man behind this dollar was a Mason. Big whoop. A lot of things can tell you a lot about who the United States was owned by and who ran the system and who was the product and the stock and the who was the labor behind it. So in terms of the movement, I don't see why people are not protesting the shutdown of the dollar bill, because it's owned by someone who's not alive anymore, but it belongs to a belief system. Excuse me. And there's a seal of it. So if we were to go crypto, it would make perfect sense, because all this is irrelevant. All of it's irrelevant. Like, why would you put the faces of people? I don't know. There's just the thing about, if you were to go there with wealthy, rich, elite individuals, basically wealthy, rich, elite individuals, they're categorized, as Freemasons. And so, with all due respect, if they're behind this sofa and the design behind me and the water fountain behind me, if everything is owned by one of them, wouldn't you think and understand that if one is in office now, or if one was a dictator of a country, and one was, you know what I mean? You have to understand that the world is operating on a higher conscious than just governments and system. It's now elevated to the level of belief system, and it has gone out of the order of the way that it was. So let's say if four of us were called Group A, and three of you were called Group B. Group B kind of interrupted the flow of Group A for about 150 years. The shift is trying to go back to what it was before. Rather, we agree or accept who it is that's in charge or who runs the world. It was a takedown attempt, and it didn't work. This is the same group of people allegedly that were behind the execution of Jesus. So, in essence, if you think that there's just kind of like I don't know how to really explain it other than the best way to counteract the best way to counteract a move is to have a surrender within yourself, is surrender with the reality, unplug from the drama, stop catering to the drama, stop feeding into the drama, and just kind of let the river flow, as I like to say. Start having a little trust, because I don't want to say this in the wrong way. It's not saying trust the enemy, but it's like trust the opposition sometimes. Sometimes you gotta let them do their thing and step out of it, leave it alone. Like our thing is over here, their thing is over there. There's a particular little squirrel that wants to come say hello. Hello, little squirrely. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. Anyways, that's all I want to share with everybody. It's funny when I talk, the squirrel talks, moves, and then this little thing here is staring at me the whole time. Hello. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and stop freaking out about all that stuff. Yeah. Bye.